In my first video, I'm going to talk about the components that I could use to build a PC for school use. The first component I'm going to talk about is the case. AVF MX4000 Premium Luxurious Glossy Design Micro ATX Tower PC case with USB 3.0 port. Computer case is a box that holds the PC's components together using screws and holes that are mostly available in the computer case. The price of this computer case is 62 ringgit. Next, the second component is the motherboard. MSI H310M Pro VD Plus mainboard. Motherboard is a printed circuit board. Motherboard connects and manages other hardware components. The price of this motherboard is 269 ringgit. I would get this processor or CPU for this build. Intel Core i5 9400F LGA 1151 processor. CPU is the central processing unit of a computer. CPU is plugged into the motherboard socket, and every CPU type has a specific socket. Hence, ensure that the CPU that you have selected is compatible with the motherboard that you have selected. The price of this CPU is 599 ringgit. The graphic card or GPU you should get depends on various factors such as your budget. If you need a better graphic card, go for it. Do take note that the price will be on the higher side. For this build, I'm going to use this graphic card. MSI GeForce GTX 1660 Super Ventus XS OC 6GB GDDR6 video graphics card. Graphic cards processes anything that is related with visuals and outputs these visuals onto the display. The price of this graphic card is 1,200 ringgit. Next, the random access memory. RAM. Kingston HyperX Fury 8GB DDR3 1600 MHz DIMM PC desktop RAM CL10 HX316C10F/8. Random access memory RAM stores data that is actively being worked on by the CPU. The price of this RAM is 148 ringgit and 88 cents. The storage that I will use for this PC build is Kingston A400 240GB SSD SATA 2.5 internal SSD. Storage medium is required to store data when the power is off. The price of this SSD is 152 ringgit. The case I would like to use does not come with case fan, hence I want to get case fans. Cooler Master Blade Master 120 PWM PC cooling case 120mm fan. Case fans bring in cool air at the front of the PC and remove the hot air out the back of the PC to ensure that the components inside the case stay cool. The price of this case fan is 39 ringgit. The case also does not come with a power supply unit. I will get this power supply unit. Cooler Master MWE 450W white 80 plus power supply. Power supply unit supply the PC with power to ensure that the components are functioning properly. The price of this power supply unit is 148 ringgit. Lastly, for the operating system, I'm going to download Windows 10 directly from Microsoft for this PC. There's a link in the description box below that contains more information about this. That is all for this video. I've included all the links for the components that I've mentioned earlier in this video in the description box below. Bye bye.